Well, for more on the trade deals signed during Trump's visit, I'm joined by CCTV America Chief Political Correspondent Wang Guan here in the studio. Guan, what details have you got for us?
Well, Rochelle, China and the U.S. signed deals worth more than $250 billion, covering multiple sectors from infrastructure and medicine to energy and aviation. The largest one went to West Virginia. China Energy Investment Corporation, the world's largest power company, agreed to invest $84 billion in West Virginia. That's more than the state's entire economic output in 2016. Now, this investment extends over 20 years, covering projects such as power generation and chemical manufacturing. They could help create lots of jobs in West Virginia, where coal used to be king, but now is in steep decline. The state's Governor Jim Justice said this is a great day for the state of West Virginia. Today is another sign as we joined with my good friend President Trump to announce the largest investment in our state's history. The next biggest deal, China's Sinopec, plans to develop a $43 billion project with Alaska Gasline Development Corporation. I was there recently, and it was honestly very impressive to see the state's natural gas capacity. The governor of Alaska, Bill Walker, once told President Xi that the state can provide a generation's worth of natural gas to China. The governor today is thrilled at the deal, saying this is an agreement that will provide Alaska with an economic boom comparable to the development of the Trans-Alaska pipeline system in the 1970s. Last year, Alaska's GDP had contracted 4 consecutive years, the longest on record. But this deal could turn things around. The U.S. State Department estimates this project could create 12,000 jobs. Next on the list, as you may have guessed it, Boeing. The U.S. aircraft maker won orders and commitments worth $37 billion for 300 jets, including 216 narrow-body Boeing 737s and a total of 40 wide-body 787s and 777s from Chinese buyers. Boeing says 1 out of every 4 jetliners now rolling off its assembly line goes to China. The estimate is that China will demand more than 7,000 new aircrafts over the next 20 years, valued at $1 trillion. There are many more deals. General Electric signed 3 agreements with Chinese partners. China's online retailer JD.com pledged to buy $2 billion of U.S. goods, more than half of that American beef and pork. Qualcomm signed 3 non-binding agreements to sell $12 billion of semiconductors to Xiaomi, Oppo, and Vivo. Those are China's top cell phone makers. Well, you may see some Western press reporting these deals are just loose commitments and non-binding, but don't forget many of these are with the Chinese state-owned banks and companies. When the top Chinese leadership is behind it, more likely than not, the purchases, the investments could happen. Wang Guan, CGTN. Back to you, Rochelle.
All right, thank you so much. CCTV America's Chief Political Correspondent Wang Guan there.